you think about where you were at 23, did you imagine yourself here?
You know what? I did not imagine myself here, but I always had very big dreams of what I wanted to do.
Okay.
When you think about Behind the Woman, and you might feel the same way. It's not you. It's your husband. It's your parents.
Yep.
It's your in-laws.
Yep.
It's everyone around. Your friends.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you my circle of friends, and whether the ones that are here in Buffalo or in other places, and they're so supportive.
Yeah.
And I think that connection, and that's what enables any woman who succeeds to be able to succeed.
Yeah. I said to someone the other day, thank you for being here, because you can't pinpoint the moments or instances that someone sometimes pushes you to the next thing, or how it informs your decision making. Like, you're just going through life, right? But when you think back, like even Behind the Woman, when you say, how did you get here? There's a whole slew of women that showed up at restaurants and conference rooms at some banks in Central New York, right? That were like, let us help you imagine. And it's so important, I think, for when we talk about Behind the Woman, right? And we think about Mary Kate, and you talk about like what, outside of your title, outside of Impresia, like what helped you get here, right? You mentioned Angie and these other people that see you and like connect to you, and how it propels you forward.
Yes.
You know?
When back it was in November, we had an event here in Buffalo. So we do a lot of, we do large events, but we also do some small, like coffee and wine type of conversations. And instead of standing up in front of everyone and giving a presentation, I had some members of the steering committee were with me. They were in town and we had a little offsite, and I asked one of them, Carla, to stand up. And I said, Carla, instead of me telling how the bank was founded, why don't you tell everybody? And she actually started to cry. And it wasn't that she was crying as a sign of weakness. She said, this is not even a legacy for me. This is that now we're helping all of these women, and whether it doesn't even have to be a woman that owns a business, it could be a woman that is building herself up after a divorce, or it could be a woman that is an executive and she said, I am all in, I'm going to put everything in, but I got to make sure I'm set for my retirement. I don't have a husband or anyone else to depend on. And Carla cried, and she said that, and she said, this is going to be something that will last. And I mean, and that's the most beautiful way to say it.
It sounds wonderful. Like, I'm just like, I want to spend a day with Mary Kate
Please
Loftus.
join me. Yes,
Because I could only imagine. And I guess for me sitting here, like, this is part of like my dream. I think I envisioned it as a young person, but I think about the opportunity. Behind the Woman, there's some episodes, we're going to sit down and hopefully we say that, other folks listening will be inspired. I'm just thinking about all of the women that I know, all of the men, all of the people that I know who have dreams, who wish they had a Mary Kate Loftus or a Carla or an Angie, right, in their communities, to help them figure out how to navigate the world of banking, how to build the confidence in asking for what you need. And so for the folks that are home, that are watching, that may be like, wow, this is amazing. I don't have that relationship with the bank. What would you encourage them to do?
I think whether it's with us or it's with another bank, you find your people. And you be clear and say, I'm in this for the long haul. Let's do this together. The right people will respond to it and will help you find solutions. You'll know very quickly if you email or call your banker, and if they reply quickly, this is someone that's paying attention to you and cares about you. And if they don't, then say, I need to find my person. The other thing is to set goals. So like you just said, I had a vision. I knew what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure how I was going to get there, but I knew if I was aiming in the right direction, it would come together. And financially, women have to do the same thing and be able to very clearly imagine the life you want to live and all elements of it. Well, what does it mean from a money perspective? And then go to a banker too and say, this is what I'm thinking. How can I get there?
Right. It seems really simple, right? But I think the important thing that you said is keep calling.
Yes.
right? That the person that you're supposed to work with is going to respond back.
Yes.
Right? And I know we get bogged down with emails, but
Yeah.
but you keep trying, because I think a lot of times when you're walking into banking institutions, sometimes it's very intimidating. I mean, I think the cultures of them have changed a little bit from the old marble big spaces, but to feel comfortable. And I think it's wonderful to know that you all are out there and doing the work.